fine. Boy.
Huh? I've got to get home.
Would you stay and talk to me for a few minutes?
About what?
Anything.
I'm not very good at small talk.
Oh, I don't care if it's good or not. Just talk.
Hey. Hey, Mr. Harrington. I think you'd better do the talking.
Oh, Norm and I had a fight.
We've had fights before.
Yeah, but this one was a big one. It even included a couple of punches.
A couple of kids.
You're a big help.
Hey, come on, what is it?
I don't know, Betty. I don't know. I can't seem to get along with anybody. My brother, my dad, that character who works for me at the station.
Maybe they're all wound up in their own problems. They can't see yours.
Maybe.
People disappoint you, don't they?
Sometimes.
Norman's got a wife, food to buy, rent to pay. He wants different things.
Yeah, my dad's got his own problems. And Allison...
What about Allison?
She's on another planet.
That's really it, isn't it? It always turns out to be Allison.
Is that a question?
Just an observation. I thought you wanted to talk.
All right. It's a strain for Allison and me right now. It's a terrific strain.
It's too bad. Remember when I threw my bouquet at the wedding?
Yeah. She caught it.
I really wanted to throw it to you. But you can't embarrass a man, can you?
Tell me something, do you see Allison and me together?
I always have.
Married?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Because it's too simple, that's why. Because we're from the same town. We have the same circle of friends, the same background.
Well?
There are no rough edges.
It's natural to have doubts.
I expected more from you. I've heard 1,000 cliches about life with a capital L.
Fair enough. You set the rules. I don't think Allison is half the woman for you. Not half the woman.
That's quite a statement.
Stephen's leaving the office early. I better get home.
Hey.
Hey, yourself.
Quitting time already?
Almost.
See this?
What?
The inside of a sweet new foreign job. Belongs to old man Parker. They kept stalling on him. He paid a fortune for it and couldn't drive it around the block without it conking out.
Oh.
Took it to 3 other shops. Couldn't find the bug. Then he brought it here. So I said to myself, Lee, what could it be? Carburetor, fuel line, fuel pump? And you want to hear something?
What?
Nothing.
Come on, tell me.
Why? You don't care.
You know I don't understand all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then why keep telling me?
I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid.
Come on, let's not fight, huh?
Who's fighting? What's all this stuff?
Just some things.
Somebody die?
I got them for your brother. You know how he likes the smell of fresh flowers.
What's this?
Well, just some things I figured he'd need. Toothpaste, soap.
Got any shaving cream?
No.
Well, I'm out of shaving cream. Been out 2 days.
I can go get you some.
Why don't you wait for Chris and see what he likes?
Lee, I was only trying to make things nice for him.
Well, maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe he gets tired of you tagging behind us every minute. Look, you can drive to Boston with me. But after that, you stay out of our way.
Well, why don't we ask Chris about that?
Because I'm telling you. You want an audience for your act? Sling it around the cider barrel. But from now on, my brother is off limits.
You know, there's something wrong with you, the way you always want to keep him to yourself. Not seeing anybody, not going anywhere unless it's with you. You'd even do his breathing for him if you could.
You take this garbage and go home. And don't plan on going to Boston with me.
What are you so afraid of?
Please, sit down.
Meeting with Arthur Crane was not encouraging.
He's changed. You didn't really know him, except for that one day. But he used to be a sulky little kid, never smiled, never said anything.
What did he say today?
He went out of his way to give me a few hours of his time. He didn't need much prodding about the incident. None, in fact. He seems to remember almost every detail. Vividly. He's convinced you pushed Chris Webber off the cliff. He says he saw you do it. Anne, just because he says he saw you doesn't make it a fact. Respectable citizens don't like to change their minds. It's an admission they might have been wrong.
You mean he could be mistaken?
Yes. But he's clear on his details. He remembers you wore a red sweater and a dark skirt that day. And he remembers the police station, your father being questioned. Yes, and he remembers one phrase he used in particular.
My father?
Yes. He remembers him saying, my daughter was given to fits of temper. Do you recall that?
No.
Well, I didn't either. Until I read the police transcript. Mr. Colby admitted under questioning that his daughter was given to flights of fantasy and fits of temper.
Well, maybe I was.
You don't know?
Stephen, I don't know anything that happened before the accident. But aren't all children who are high-strung and imaginative given to fantasy and fits of temper?
I've had a few of each of them myself.
Then why is that phrase so meaningful to Mr. Crane?
Because he felt your father believed you'd done it.
That is a lie.
Didn't your father think you might have pushed Chris? Then or later?
No. What about you, Stephen? Do you believe it?
You know what I think.
Not anymore, I don't. Arthur Crane seems to have affected your thinking.
I told you. I didn't actually see what happened.
All right.
Anne,
still got 2 other people to talk to. And there's Chris Webber himself.
And what if Chris and the others are as positive as Arthur Crane?
You knew that was a possibility.
Well, until today, I'd almost managed to forget it.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
How do you feel about that?
I always wanted to be part of the family. But I won't go against Norm. He's my husband.
You think I'm guilty. And those dinners and the warmth and the kindness, you were just humoring me.
We've passed a certain point. We can't go back.
We're not really alike, are we?
I guess we're not.